How does giving our clients and prospects better boundaries actually increase sales? That's what we're going to talk about today. Now, every so often, I get asked for my best parenting advice, and it is this. Ready? Have a routine and routinely break that routine. Welcome to Market Like a Parent and Parent Like a Marketer, where we explore the connections between parenting and marketing and what one can teach us about the other. I'm Danielle Weil, founder of DW Copy, creator of LaunchFlow. I'm a married mom of 4 living on a kibbutz in Israel, copywriter, marketing strategist, launch strategist. I live and breathe marketing, and I also live and breathe parenting. For a very long time, I've wanted to explore what one can teach us about the other. That is what this podcast is all about. So if you are a parent and a business owner, welcome. If you are not a parent, that's okay too. There's something for everyone here because marketing persuasion skills are life skills, whether they're big humans, small humans, everybody in between. I once volunteered to babysit my nephew. I said, hey, you guys go away for the night. I got this. I'm a mom of 4. He's 10 months old. I have done this before. No problem. He'll sleep through the night. He was sleeping through the night at the time. My sister says he should sleep. She gives me a very long list of instructions. Okay, here's where all the bottles are. Here's the bottle warmer. Here is the nightlight and the white noise machine. And here's his sleep sack that he needs to be put in. There were a very specific list of instructions to follow. And I'm like, okay, I got this. I can follow instructions. We're hanging out. We're snuggling. We get him in his sleep sack. We give him a bottle, warm up the bottle in the bottle warmer, give him the bottle in the recliner, and put him down in bed, asleep, in his crib. Walk away. I'm hanging out. I'm reading a book. I'm chilling, enjoying the quiet. About an hour and a half later, I hear him waking up. I look at the monitor. Okay, maybe he senses that mom's not here. Maybe there's something going on. Maybe he's teething, all kinds of things. I take another rest of the bottle. I go upstairs. I pick him up. I give him the bottle. He falls back asleep. Put him back down. That happens 2 or 3 more times. And I'm like, but he's supposed to sleep through the night. What's going on? And it was fine. I took it in stride. But he did not sleep through the night. And when my sister came back in the morning, I told her what had happened. I said, listen, he woke up a couple times. I'm not sure what's happening. And she's like, did you turn the nightlight off and close the door? He sleeps in pitch darkness. And I was like, no, I did not. Yeah, you have to turn the nightlight all the way off. Otherwise, he doesn't know it's time to sleep. That was my mistake. And it was so foreign to me because my kids sleep anywhere and everywhere since they were born. We took my oldest daughter to a wedding at 4 weeks old. We bought her some earplugs. She slept in the stroller. It was loud. It was chaotic. She slept through the whole thing. No big deal. My kids sleep in the car. They sleep in tents. They sleep in an RV. They sleep in someone else's house. They sleep on 2 chairs put together. They sleep on the floor. I will travel to conferences for work, for business. And when my kids were much younger and they still needed me, I would take them with me. So I remember traveling with one of my daughters. She was something like 10 months old at the time, on a 15-hour flight from Israel to LAX by myself, no bassinet. So it's just me with the baby in a carrier. But the advantage was I had sitting next to me a whole group of Moroccan Jewish grandmas who, if you know anything about Moroccan Jewish grandmas, were like, please let us take the baby. No problem. Go to the bathroom, go eat. We got her. Oh, she's so cute. Oh, she's adorable. We're going to talk about why that is and allo parenting in a different episode. Stay tuned. But here I was. She slept on me the whole flight. Now, my kids do have bedtimes. They have nighttime routines. They have a routine they know they have to follow. But it's also not the end of the world if the routine breaks. And yes, recently they all slept together in the safe room because we were getting woken up multiple times a night by blaring sirens and missile barrages and booms. My 5-year-old completely slept through most of it, did not wake up. And if there's one thing that I want for my kids and that I see in them as they grow, it is resilience. Traveling to new places, being in different environments creates different neural pathways, right? It's good for creativity. Why is it that when you go on a trip or a retreat or even you're driving in the car, you have thoughts and ideas and brainstorms about your business? Because you're in a different location, which enables the paradigm to change and think differently. So changing your location can change your mental state too. Now, what makes this all possible? Why can I take a 4-week-old to a wedding? Why can I go out to a fancy restaurant with my husband for an anniversary dinner with a sleeping child in a stroller and have nobody blink an eye? Is because of the Israeli attitude towards kids in public spaces. Kids are a big part of life. They're welcome everywhere. They're taken for granted as part of the fabric of society. And so you can go anywhere with kids and nobody blinks an eye. There's no stigma. There's no, oh, those parents shouldn't really be taking their kids out to this space, blah, blah, blah. It's totally welcome. And when we talk about routines versus flexibility, boundaries, there is something to be said for creating a routine, right? For getting them on a sleep schedule, for creating environments of stability where things are the same and we know what the boundaries are. There are definitely benefits to that. I'm not saying don't. I'm just saying when the routine breaks, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. And I recently bought my son this book about this prince of chocolate land who only wanted to eat chocolate. That's all he wanted to eat. And the parents bring in chefs from all different cuisines. They cook him Mexican, they cook him Japanese, they cook him Chinese, they cook him Italian, they cook him all these different cuisines. Kid does not want any of it. He just wants chocolate. Until they bring in a chef to cook him chocolate for a week, and he eats nothing but chocolate. By the end of it, please give me a vegetable. Please give me a piece of fruit. When things are too routine, then they can get boring. So how does all of this relate to marketing? The idea of boundaries, flexibility, structure, resilience, how can we apply it to our marketing? Now, again, the first rule is have a routine and routinely break that routine. And when it comes to trying new strategies in your business and your marketing, first we want to emulate, then innovate. If you're trying something new, first follow that strategy by the book, the way that it was taught to you, and then see how it goes and feel free to innovate, change, adjust, optimize, do things your way the next time around. Create the routine, then feel free to break it. With your marketing, email, social media content, all of those things, what you can do is get your audience in a routine, train them, acclimate them, get them used to the fact that they will be hearing from you at a certain time on a certain day, and then change it up. So if you are sending out newsletters, you can change it up with a different font or style or banner. Why does this work? Because yes, we are creatures of habit. We like knowing what's coming. It gives us a sense of safety. It gives us a sense of being able to predict what's coming. We feel good about that. But we also really love novelty. We pay attention when there's something. It pings that cave person part of the brain that is always on the lookout for a change in the environment or potential danger. Oh, okay. Gets our attention. So if you have a food truck and suddenly you show up in a different location, you're going to have to work harder to get the clientele that you had in the previous location to move to that new location, right? So it's beneficial to have a routine. They know where they can find you, but you could change up your menu. You could change up your specials. You could change up your signage. You can change a lot of things. So knowing what to keep, knowing what to make routine so that people know what to expect from your business and your marketing, and knowing how to keep things new and fresh. So how can you both create routines and give them something new? First, decide which things are your brand, your non-negotiables, the habits, the routines that you want to create. What is bedtime? Teach your audience what they can expect from you. And then feel free to test something new. It will get people's attention in a new way. Now, I'm hoping you're starting to think of ideas of ways that you can both create routines for your customers, for your audience, and also ways to shake it up. Because humans are resilient and we're creatures of habit. Both things are true, and both things can be true at once. So give your kids and your people boundaries. Show them what to expect from you, but also don't be afraid to be flexible and innovate. The world won't end, and it will probably make your business and your kids stronger. So I'd love to hear, what's your attitude towards creating routines and boundaries? What do you think is the right balance between boundaries, routines, and flexibility? I would really love to know. Let's continue the conversation. And until next time, I'm Danielle Weil. Let's go out there, market like a parent,